Okay, quick touch base for MSTY holders. What the fund is holding as far as the end of the week here, 8/8/2025. And the MSTY fund, I guess it was up to almost 400 or above 400, but then I guess has recently fallen down to about the 392 range. That said, you can see MSTY, the fund, is down 2.45%, but MSTY or MicroStrategy, the underlying, is down 2.4%, but MSTY is only down 1.1% because with it falling, all these 400 strike contracts are now theoretically going to expire worthless. So that is, I guess, that is positive from the perspective that the premium we get stays ours. We don't have to roll the contracts forward or buy them back for any premium whatsoever. So I guess that is positive. The fund or the underlying going down isn't the greatest, but under such circumstances isn't the worst thing in the world. They've already got contracts sold for the 8/15/2025 strike at 420. So those ones that they've already sold are probably losing value with the slight decline in strategy or MSTR stock today. As far as what we got bought, most of the stuff in blue will clearly expire worthless, but what we got in orange here is for 8/15. We got some contracts bought at 450 and 455 accordingly. As far as on a per share basis, how this fund is currently made up, cash and ETF price are about similar because the other contracts sold as well as the synthetic kind of are not quite. The synthetics got a little bit more, but they're somewhat canceling each other out at the moment. There's once again just a quick touch base on what the current prices are. If we jump down to fund holdings versus time, make sure this all is clicked so we pull in the full history. The ETF price is here in this teal color. I can see it's been falling a little bit, going from about 22, currently sitting right around 19. I guess you can see it's right around 19 there. As far as when I updated the chart, it looked like it was about 1933, so it's fallen slightly since then. The cash positioning, we were at 20. Then, of course, right through here, MSTY did pay its distribution, therefore taking the cash down. Since then, cash has been relatively stable. It looks like the cash dipped from about $19.21 per share to $19.01 per share. I guess based on looking at it, I would imagine they're rolling their contracts forward and taking a slight hit from the cash perspective in order to roll those forward. The only other alternative is they're moving their synthetics. They do got a interesting synthetic position. They got 4 synthetics. They got 375, 385, 390, 395, and they got one structured at 410. So all over the place from the synthetic. In the future, I will add a little tab to show how the synthetic breakdown is by synthetic price or by strike price of the synthetic. As far as how the fund's holding over time as a kind of a component perspective, I guess as you can see, the synthetic earlier, I guess late July, had some value, but since with the slight decline, the synthetic value has declined almost into a negative. Currently sitting at a slight positive at the moment, with other contracts sitting at about -1% of the overall fund makeup. And then just as far as how they're using their synthetic collateral, they do have 145,915 contracts available to them at the moment. They've used the full collateral, or not the full collateral, almost the full collateral, but they still have 26,617 contracts that are uncapped. So I imagine they'll use that capacity to write some more contracts either today or once the new week starts on Monday. Of the ones that do got written out, 65,000 of those or 65,850 have insurance on them. So I got a 45% insurance on the entire position. That said, 26,000 are still yet to be written. And then just a quick check on the fund size. MicroStrategy or MSTY has gone down slightly, but the fund is still hanging in here at over 5.5 billion. Shares outstanding continue to increase as well. I suppose with the fund decrease in value, you can see that a lot of the maintenance of the market cap of the fund is driven by share increases rather than the actual fund going up in value. Anyway, that's a quick check on MSTY. Guess we'll see how they perform in the month ahead. Thanks.